Some very major breaking gaming industry news has called me back to the chair, plus more of Furukawa's answers to the investors have been translated and revealed, and there's juicy details for us to discuss. So what's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. Hit that like button with your pinky finger if you enjoy these videos and love Nintendo. The big breaking news, we'll just kick it off right there, and definitely let me know your take on this in the comments down below, is that Disney made a major acquisition. There's been rumors for, I'd say, years now that Disney was considering getting really into the gaming stuff. Maybe potentially buying Electronic Arts and sort of taking over that publisher because they have troubles. And because Disney has invested heavily in gaming with their Star Wars and Marvel IP as of late. Well, Disney has made their decision and instead has opted to invest $1.5 billion into Epic Games. They have purchased a $1.5 billion stake basically in Fortnite, and they've come forward with this plan to develop a big universe of Disney that's connected to Fortnite. And this should really not be much of a surprise because A, Disney has already shared many of its characters from the Marvel and Star Wars universes with Fortnite, and B, Fortnite has recently been expanding into other games. Lego Fortnite, the Rock Band one, the driving one. Disney Fortnite seems like the next big thing. And this is a whopping amount of money, a humongous amount of money that is being poured into this venture. And it's going to allow them to create a strange hybrid universe. In addition to being a world-class games experience and interoperating with Fortnite, the new persistent universe will offer a multitude of opportunities for consumers to play, watch, shop, and engage with content, characters, and stories from Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, Avatar, and more. They do have a ton of IP, they have a ton of very successful IP, and a lot of IP that hasn't been really experienced in games in some time. Who remembers Disney Infinity? When Toys to Life was all the craze, Disney Infinity was a pretty cool game. But since then, it's been pretty much all Marvel and Star Wars. A lot of cool Star Wars games, some good Marvel games, depends who they're made by. But Disney, Pixar, they haven't had a ton. Avatar, I guess, did get a really solid entry from Ubisoft late last year. But Disney, Pixar, there's not many opportunities for Mr. Incredible and Elsa and Anna to come play on the PS5 or the Switch or the Xbox, or the PC. But now with Fortnite and Disney creating this new games and entertainment universe, there will be opportunities for unique games, Fortnite crossovers, even more, and then also watch, shop, engage, whatever that means. It almost reminds me of the old PlayStation Home, some strange hub where you go and watch a Disney trailer with your friends, or shop on Shop Disney together, and there's coupon codes if you win a battle royale in Fortnite using a Disney skin. But I'm mostly curious what other experiences they look to create. I don't think that Disney is just in this for skins and microtransactions. I think they definitely want to work with Epic for their own mode and maybe even multiple modes. As we saw, Fortnite isn't afraid to delve into other genres, racing, music, and Minecraft effectively. So this is an opportunity for Disney to try out really anything. They could do a cooperative crossover platformer. They could do some sort of builder. They could bring Disney Dreamlight Valley into the fold here maybe, or a new iteration. They could do some sort of builder. They could do some sort of multiplayer trivia. I don't know exactly how they will approach this or what they would do, although I would not expect to see results for a few years. The fact that they're dropping $1.5 billion though shows that this is not a minor investment. This is not for a one-off thing. This is not just to test the waters. This is Disney making a massive investment in one of the biggest games that's popular with children across the globe and with many adults as well. Disney is a brand that has a lot of diversity and scale in terms of demographics. They can go from very young to very old and nostalgic. They cross over a lot of different boundaries, and their content reaches such a wide berth of players, potential players, maybe even new players. If Disney could come up with some really cool games that are quality, and I do think based on the quality of Lego Fortnite and the Rocket League Fortnite Racing that we could be in for some fun stuff. But I will TBD that because who knows, it could end up being super lame, especially if it's just a portal to shop, engage, and watch. Nobody needs that. That's really old thinking and not something that's going to appeal, especially, I believe, to the modern gamer. But we'll have to wait and see. Still huge news for the gaming industry and something that Could impact Nintendo as Disney looks to expand their IP, as Fortnite obviously is already on Switch, and we're sure that Fortnite will continue on to Switch 2 and beyond. But let's talk now about Furukawa and some more answers he gave. Talking a lot about the transition and how that's very difficult for companies to make. He says that we approach our business every day with a profound sense of urgency. The generational transition of platforms in the dedicated gaming console business is never easy. We have experienced significant challenges following successful platforms multiple times, so we never consider our current situation to be totally secure. Furukawa talked about how Nintendo accounts are a big difference this time around, and that there is some linkage to the last platform. Like, there is connectivity to the Switch and a way to more easily bring the audience over. He said, furthermore, as you pointed out, our business is always exposed to great competition. From a broader entertainment perspective, not only video games, but also various forms of leisure are competitors in this industry. In this environment, there's an increasing need, more than ever before, to continue offering unique propositions to become a brand that customers choose. And I want to emphasize the words unique propositions. What are Nintendo's unique propositions this time around? I would say last time with Nintendo Switch, the very unique thing was that it was a hybrid console. Hadn't really seen something quite like that, especially from Nintendo, who had previously been very separate in their handheld and home console development. They unify, they bring aboard the Joy-Con, and they have a very unique proposition. Furukawa indicates that it's increasingly needed to have unique propositions to become a brand that customers choose. Now, if you want to think on sort of the small end here, he could just be saying that, oh, the Switch is still unique, and now that it has more power in a Switch 2 iteration, it's still unique. But I believe Furukawa is referencing maybe something more creative. While all of the rumors and leaks and details surrounding Switch 2 have focused on the performance, the power, and the specs, these are things that Nintendo almost never chooses to focus on. So when they do reveal this system, and as judging by Nate Drake's latest podcast, he believes it will be in the next month, during a 2-week window in the first half of March, what will Nintendo decide to emphasize? What will they decide to say are the big reasons you should pick up this system? Will they make a very marked change from the past and focus on power and performance? Or are there other features? Are there other unique propositions that do make this console appealing? And are there multiple versions of this console that could still provide different propositions for different types of players? That's one thing I think they can absolutely do, no matter how innovative they actually are with the hardware. They can offer multiple SKUs at different levels, maybe even a digital-only console. It's something Nintendo has not done before, but I would guess with Furukawa's business savvy and with the way the market is moving, it's not out of the question. Nintendo could offer a cheaper, bigger hard drive Switch 2 that only allows digital games. The eShop has been popularized, Nintendo accounts are clearly a huge focus, and I think some gamers would choose to go that route. They also then can offer a system that has both cartridge slot and digital download storage, and who knows what else they can do in terms of iterations. Will they offer one that's just a home console? Will they offer one that's just a Switch Lite right off the bat? I don't think that is as likely, but I am curious what they are thinking and brewing in terms of unique propositions. I have to imagine there is some feature of the Switch 2 that we have not seen before. It would feel like a very weird Nintendo console if they were not bringing some innovative idea to the forefront, even if it's a misstep, even if it's not very popular, even if it doesn't have huge appeal. Nintendo has innovated previously with a touchpad controller, with motion control, with 3D and no glasses. They've done hybrid consoles and much more, so where will Nintendo go to continue offering unique propositions in this business that is more competitive than ever before, as directly stated by the president of the company? I think that's a fascinating comment there, and I'm excited that it seems like Switch 2 may be more than initially meets the eye, and I'm so interested to find out how Nintendo themselves choose to describe this device and how they market it. It sounds like in March, in just a few weeks' time, we will know what Nintendo plans to do with their next steps in the console space. Now, Furukawa was also asked about Pal World, and he gave an answer very similar to what the Pokemon company said. He said that Nintendo will take appropriate action against those that infringe on our intellectual property rights, which to me basically means we're gonna do nothing. Don't worry, Pal World is not infringing upon Pokemon. If it was, we already would have made some noise. Remember, Nintendo did make noise against a Pokemon mod in Pal World, but they haven't made noise against Pal World. And they keep saying that if there was a need to take action, they would take it. And believe you me, Nintendo is not a company that sits on their laurels, nor would they let their IP be infringed upon. They would absolutely take action, and the fact that they haven't tells me Palworld is safe. Furukawa did not seem aggressive or pointed in his comments. He just assured the investors that, hey, Nintendo will protect their IP. Duh, Nintendo will protect their IP, but doesn't seem like they feel a need to protect their IP in this case. And I frankly don't believe Palworld will have much of an impact on Nintendo. I know that the game is very successful, but so is Pokemon. And Game Freak has a very different idea of what a Pokemon game should be in comparison to Palworld's survival-based gameplay design. They have the Pokemon, yes, be caught and battle a bit. They also have them work for you in sort of a slight enslavement capacity. The game, though, is a survival title. I don't see Pokemon making a game like that anytime soon. They are your first JRPG, an entryway into a genre and a franchise that is always looking for fresh, new players. And I think they'll stay that way for a very long time. So Furukawa ain't concerned about Palworld. I don't think TPC is concerned about Palworld, but I am interested to see what the Pokemon Company does reveal later this month with a Pokemon Presents towards the end of February. They probably will have a new game. We don't know what's going to be beyond Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and while I definitely do not think Gen 10 is ready to go, there should be a spin-off or something exciting and interesting to see, and I'm curious where they go, especially after the performance debacle that Scarlet and Violet faced, if they've learned any lessons. So let me know what you think about Disney going hard on Fortnite, 1.5 billion, and building this strange virtual world that you can play, watch, engage, shop together. Does that sound like a disaster in the making? And it does to me, but I do hope that they're able to create some unique, fun game modes, and I think Epic has the skills, Disney has the IP, it could work out really well. And then, how do you feel about Furukawa's comments? Unique propositions. What do you see the Switch 2 offering that is unique from the Switch 1, besides just better stats? Let me know your take in the comments down below, everybody. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, stay positive out there. SwitchForce, out.